Welcome to this week's episode of Keeping Up with the Bears. I'm Candace.
And I'm Stefan.
Did you know that the Family Life Center recently opened up a new location? They are now in the new building across from the Mott Library. We have Dinah on the show today to give an overview of their services.
And then after that, we're going to spotlight Mott Athletics and talk about how some of the sports teams are doing, including esports.
Okay, so today we have Dinah with us from Family Life Center, and she is going to go ahead and give us a brief overview of some of the services that they provide there.
Thank you so much. I am glad I could get a chance to share with you about what's happening at the Family Life Center. Just so you know, the Family Life Center is located on the corner of Court and Gorman, and we are open, so people can come to the Family Life Center if they schedule an appointment. We're there from Monday through Thursday from 9 to 4, and our phone number is 810-232-4962, so if they want to call to make an appointment. The reason people are coming is we have study spaces for people to come, so if they need reliable Wi-Fi and a comfortable, quiet place to be, they can come. In addition to that, we have a food pantry, Mott Eats Food Pantry, which is available to all members of the Mott community. We have a variety of fresh and frozen and non-perishable foods. We have salad bags, we have turkey, we have chicken, we have ground beef that is frozen. And we also get, which we're lucky right now, we get the leftovers from the coffee beanery. So we have like quiche and bread that they make and cookies, and we have those available for people. If anybody needs or wants to use the pantry, they can access it two ways. One is they can call us and let us know that they're in need, and we can give them information. But one of the things is they can pull up to the Family Life Center from 9 to 4. We have curbside delivery, and what happens is we'll give you a checklist. You can check off what you want, and then we make a box for you, and then we bring it out to your car. So the other thing that we have, which I highly encourage people to come utilize, is we have Ellen's Closet, which is a clothing pantry. And we have received a tremendous amount of donations during the pandemic, because I think a lot of people are at home and they're cleaning out their closets. But we have a lot of really high quality clothing items. And not only do we have professional clothing items, but we have casual clothing also. We have scrubs, we have nurses' uniforms, all of those things that we've had people donate us all kinds of things. So if you're in, nursing or the cosmetology program, or you need any just extras to wear, we have those available. All you have to do is come and make an appointment, and you can shop at your pleasure. And we have it looks like an actual store now, so it doesn't look like what it used to. And you can come in and you can shop. We also have personal items, we have children's clothing, we have children's toys, and we also have small household items. So like we have bedding and sheets and pillows and things like that. We have a microwave that was donated, we have coffee makers, we have knife sets. So if people need things or they're putting together their house, or people are cooking more, I know some students have moved to new apartments, please let us know, we're here to help. The other thing that we offer is, like I said, we have spaces for people to study. We also have Chromebooks for them to check out, so they can come and use Chromebooks and use our Wi-Fi. And then in addition to that, we have 2 mental health clinicians who are on board with us right now, and they're available to see students virtually or face-to-face, and it's completely free and everything's confidential, and they're there to help students with any kind of supports or resources that they may need. We also have social work interns who are working with us, who are there to help assist students. We have students coming in who may need help with uploading documents into Canvas, or how to use Canvas or use My Backpack, or just sometimes they just need help with certain things, and we're there to help sit beside them, give them feedback, help them in any way that we can. We also have navigation for My Bridges, which right now, if people do not know, My Bridges is like the clearinghouse to get any supports or resources. But I highly encourage anybody who has any kinds of questions or needs any kinds of resources to go ahead and apply for My Bridges. But we could actually do it for you. You can come into the center and we can help do it, or we could do it over the phone, where we are navigators. We're trained to navigate. But one of the important things that people may not know about right now is that most of the students at Mott Community College, if you fit into any of these three categories, you would qualify for supplemental nutritional assistance benefits, which would be the SNAP benefits, and which is probably very helpful if you have children at home right now and you're at home and everybody's at home, because people are going through food a lot quicker than we used to. And if you're eligible for work study, if you have a family contribution for your financial aid, you would be eligible. And if you are taking one of our many pathway programs, that would be considered a CTE program, like nursing is, social work is, associates in general studies is. Pretty much most of the majority of our programs qualify as a CTE program. So if you are interested in getting information on how to apply for that, we would highly encourage you to do that. The other thing too that we help people do is navigate community resources. And one of the community resources that's coming up that I want people to be aware of is the new round for the eviction diversion program. We have a lot of people who've been unemployed or underemployed during this time, because if you've got children at home, you're trying to watch them and go to school at the same time. We want to be able to help people stay in their houses and not have to worry about if they're behind in their rent for their landlord. So within Genesee County, there's a big chunk of money coming in that people would be eligible for support and getting paid their back rent paid. And we can help navigate that also. Other programs and services that we have is we have the Chromebook Loan program. So if anybody needs a computer, they're trying to do all your homework on your phone, please let us know, because I know how hard that is. We also have the Internet Connectivity Fund. So if you have difficulty with your internet, we can help you with assistance with that. We also oversee the Student Emergency Fund. So if you have some sort of emergency that's coming up with your utilities or your rent, or assistance with a funeral expense or anything like that, we're here to help you with that. And you can just reach us and we'll give you the form. The other thing is we have the book loan form or book loan application. So students who right now, because of our late start and our just some things that have been happening, some students need to have like a loan to get their books. And then when their financial aid comes in, they pay it back. So that's another option that we have. And the last thing that we're helping facilitate is the CARES funding that came through back in the summer. There's a second round that's coming through, and each round has a different criteria, but this criteria is for they really are encouraging the college to make sure the most neediest students receive the funds. So we've created a new system to get it out as quick as possible, and people will be receiving disbursements if they fall into that criteria of the most needy students. They will be receiving a disbursement, and it'll show up in their My Backpack under the Higher Education Emergency Funds. And if a student receives that and they still feel they need more assistance, they'll be able to come to us, and we have another application they can fill out, and we can help them with more financial assistance. So those are just some of the things that we do at the Family Life Center. We're really here to support people where they're at and with what they need. And we've had people come for a variety of reasons. We also accept donations, and we've been, accepting donations to Ellen's Closet as well as the food pantry. We also have personal needs for people. We have like toilet paper, laundry detergent, paper towel, cleaning supplies, toothbrushes, toothpaste. We have all of that too available to people, and just any kind of products, or sometimes we partner with other organizations and we help give away items too. So it's always helpful to keep checking with us, because we hear of new things that are coming through, and we want to try to just make sure students know that. We also, we are starting some support groups for students, virtual.
Awesome.
And that'll be coming out in March. We're going to do an LGBTQIA group. We're going to do a parenting group. We're going to do a men's group. We're doing a grief and loss group, and an Al-Anon group, and a recovery group. So all of those groups will be starting in March, and they'll all be virtual, and we highly encourage people to participate and to join in on that, because we want to just provide as much support as we can to everybody.
Those are some awesome services. So I have a couple questions. If someone wants to donate, what do they need to do to donate to like Ellen's Closet or to the food pantry?
All they have to do is call us at that 232-4962 number and let us know when they're coming. They pull up in the Circle Drive, they call us, we come out, and we take care of everything for them. So it's contactless and it's safe, and we're following, and that's the other thing, if you're coming to the center, we're following all the protocols. We do have a screen for people to do their temperature, and we do have to wear a mask, and we are everything's socially distanced, but we have all of that in place at the center.
Okay, perfect. And then my other question is, I know like for the SNAP and that kind of stuff, you have to qualify obviously through the state, and there's certain qualifications. For the stuff specifically for the Family Life Center, like the Owens Closet and the food pantry, there's no qualification or anything, just
no, all they just do is be a member of the Mott community, and then when they come in, we do have a form that they complete and fill out for the food pantry, because we're a USDA certified food pantry, so they just have to sign the form that says they're in need, and that's all they have. They don't have to, we do keep some data, but other than that, it's just for our data purposes for when we write grants. But pretty much anybody who comes in, we try to help them and provide any kind of support or services that we can for them.
Okay, awesome. It sounds like an awesome center. And do you want to give the phone number one more time just so that they have it?
Yes, and please call us, because like I said, we're here to help, and it's 810-232-4962.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for being on, and we hope that this gets the word out and you start seeing some more faces there.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me, and you have a good evening.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
Spring break may be over, but that doesn't mean the fun has to end. Mott Athletics has you covered, bringing sports to your home.
YouTube channel, Mott Community College Athletics, provides live stream for home games, and the Mott Athletics Facebook page provides live stream for the away games. So volleyball team, the women's volleyball team, has an overall record of 9-2. They have a couple of upcoming games, home versus St. Clair on 3/19, and 3/22 they have a home game against Macomb Community College.
For men's basketball, their current record is 7-1, and they have 2 upcoming games as well. They have a home game versus St. Clair on the 19th, and on the 23rd, they have an away game at Delta College.
And the women's basketball team is currently 4-3, and they also have a home game versus St. Clair on 3/19, and they are also away on 3/23 at Delta College. Baseball also has a couple upcoming games. Their overall record right now is 1-4, but they have a lot of games coming up. Their most recent games coming up are going to be against Saginaw Valley State and Gannon at Saginaw Valley. And then they have a game on 3/26 versus Macomb here at Mott Community College.
Softball is overall 4-3, and on the 30th, they have a home game versus Macomb Community College. And on the 2nd of next month, they have another home game versus Schoolcraft.
Good luck to all the Mott athletic teams.
Maybe traditional sports is not really your thing. Maybe you're more of an esports fan. Mott has you covered with that too. You can find us on Twitch at Mott Plays. We have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Valorant. For Smash Ultimate, we have 4 players. Derek, who is 4-1 right now, and his games are Tuesdays at 5 p.m. There is Hunter, who is 2-3, and you can see him Tuesdays at 5 as well. Then there is Mike, who is 5-0. You can watch him Wednesdays at 5 p.m. And me, I am 3-2, and you can also watch me Wednesdays at 5 p.m. And we have a Valorant team that is currently 2-3, and you can watch them Fridays at 7. But not just that, we also have someone from the Valorant team on the show. We have Sean. All right, I have Sean here from the Valorant team. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Sean Crowley, and I am the current captain of the varsity Valorant team here at Mott.
Nice. Valorant seems like a game that requires a lot of communication. So what's team communication like?
So team communication, it can vary from match to match, but what it's going to sound like most of the time, I am the current shot caller in the game, which means I'm the one making the calls for the team and stuff like that. So an easy way to think about it is my teammates are often like maybe like the eyes, the sensory of the body, and I'm the brain, where they feed me information and I can tell the team what to do in specific scenarios and how to go forward in matches.
All right, and then what goes through your mind when you're playing? Like what is that headspace that you get in where you're just like, I'm ready?
What goes through my mind? So when I try and get into a game, usually like in my pre-game routine, I try and just take some deep breaths, get as calm as I can, and my headspace is usually pretty chill during the game. I try to keep myself as level-headed as I can, because if I'm the one calling for our team, I need to be the one that's chill and able to give clear directions to the team. So most of the time it's me just trying to be cool, get the information I get, and just make decisions quickly based on what I get.
And how has esports affected your motivation for school? Has it helped with like burnout at all, both academically and just playing the game?
In terms of school, it brought me back into school because I took a gap semester during fall and I came back for the purpose of being on the team. So it's the team is pretty much my motivation for coming back to school in the first place, and I am a lot more motivated now than I was last year when I was at school, because I am working towards something while I'm going to school, while also being on a sports team, and it's helped a lot. And in terms of the game, it doesn't necessarily help with burnout as much. Burnout can happen whenever you play this game, like when we have to practice for long hours and stuff like that. Burnout can happen, but it's always in the back of my mind that I'm part of a team, and it motivates me to continue practicing more and grinding harder and stuff like that, and that can reduce my burnout a little bit.
All right. I just have a couple other extra questions that I might have just thought of. How do you personally handle like bouncing back from a bad loss? Because I know, like, since I also do esports and have to play like Smash, sometimes those bad losses can be really soul crushing, and it can be hard to like emotionally come back from it, even like in the middle of the match.
So we've had some games this semester where the result has been like that. We've had some bad losses this semester, obviously. And how we bounce back from that is we usually, right after a match, even if we win or lose it, we kind of talk about it pretty quickly about what we felt like went wrong with the game or what went right. And we usually just go right back to practice on Monday. We review our VODs of the games and carefully review whatever we did, make sure it doesn't happen again. And that's, I guess that's kind of how we bounce back, is we take a deep breath after a game. We analyze what we did correctly, what we didn't do correctly. We try and fix those mistakes.
And what's been your proudest moment so far in the middle of competing? It could be something you did, or just something the team as a whole did, or just a team member specifically.
I guess the thing I'm most proud of, I think it was our game against Southwest Wisconsin Tech, was when one of our teammates, I am Dino Dan, he is going to be the current shot caller going forward, and I felt really proud when he got his 6-kill round. That was really huge. We all hyped him up like crazy after that, and even in the game, it was insane. We all hyped him up like crazy. That was huge for all of us as a team.
I think I might have seen that. Was that the second game of the season?
Yeah, that was our second game.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. All right, I think that's all the questions and time that we have. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I guess the only thing I want to say is Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/MattPlays. Come watch us play.
All right. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Keeping Up with the Bears, and thank you to our guests today for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this episode as well.
And if you just want to dive right into some sports, on the 19th, we got a triple header. Women's volleyball at 3:30, women's basketball at 5:30, and men's basketball at 7:30. So we hope you tune in, and thanks again.
Thank you very much.